Randy Orton won't win at Extreme Rules after RKO Stipulation. Over the past few years, WWE's Extreme Rules pay-per-view has changed from an event where every match has a hardcore element to just another show with a couple of gimmicks tossed in the mix. However, despite the lack of a stipulation being attached to several bouts this year, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match will have a steel cage and a band move. The cage will provide fans with the extreme aspect, but what will serve as an even bigger factor in the outcome is the secondary rule, wherein the RKO move is out of the equation. Randy Orton is essentially doomed now that this rule has been introduced, as it takes away not only his signature move, but also the dynamics of his whole character. This isn't the same as taking the Tombstone Piledriver away from Undertaker, as he has a bevy of backup finishers that he uses to win matches, ranging from the Hell's Gate submission to the last ride powerbomb, and even the standard chokeslam, if need be. Orton, on the other hand, is not so lucky. Very rarely does he ever win a match with anything other than an RKO, and when he does, it's typically in a fashion that also doesn't apply to this match. For instance, if Orton were a heel, like his opponent, Seth Rollins, there would be a chance that he could win via interference. In this case, the steel cage is meant to prevent any outsiders from influencing the match, so he wouldn't be able to capitalize on that even if his babyface status weren't stopping that from happening anyway. There's no chance that this is going to end with some kind of a roll-up or with Orton winning after his DDT off the ropes. There's only one move that the Viper brings to the table which could put Rollins down for the count, and that's his trademark punt. The problem with the punt, however, is that it doesn't occur too often for good reason. WWE only really utilizes it when someone is written off television, selling it as a move so dangerous that there was every justification in the world to ban it in the past. Without his finisher, a pinfall is unlikely, and since Orton has no submission moves to his name, he'll have to escape the cage. Unfortunately for him, that happens so infrequently that you can't basically rule that out for him as well. Too many factors weigh against Orton. He is a babyface heading into a cage match, with the intention to keep out the Authority, which never turns out well. If J&J Security, Triple H, or anyone else from the Authority can't get in, rest assured Bray Wyatt will find a way to show up to attack the apex predator. His opponent is a brand new champion, meaning it's unlikely for him to drop the title so soon, particularly in favor of someone like Orton, who has surpassed the level of needing the championship to remain relevant. On top of this, Orton is not the type of character to exit the cage rather than get a pinfall, but he won't put Rollins down for the count without his trusty finishing maneuver. There may seem like a lot of ways for Orton to come out on top with the championship at Extreme Rules, but too many variables get in his way. The biggest of them is of course taking away his RKO, which is effectively the same as defanging a snake. It neuters his offense to such a high degree that Orton won't be able to come back from. Do you have faith that Orton can dethrone Rollins, or do you see the writing on the wall for his failure? Tell us what you're thinking in the comments below.